Hi everyone, my name is Courtney Guider, and today I'm going to tell you guys how to make an upside down pumpkin cake. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. This is usually a cake that I make during Thanksgiving or Christmas time, but I love it, so I'll eat it any time of the year. So what you'll need is you'll need a 29-ounce can of pumpkin, not pumpkin filling, actual pumpkin. So you'll need a can of those, or you can get two 15-ounce cans, and 30 ounces is fine. It's just an ounce more. You'll need a can of evaporated milk. This one is 12 fluid ounces. You will need a cup and a half of chopped pecans, a box of yellow cake mix, 3 eggs, a melted stick of butter, and 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. That is what you'll need for the actual cake part. For the icing, you'll need a thing of whipped topping, whipped cream. You will need a cup and a half of sugar, a thing of cream cheese, and then a bowl. So what you'll do is you'll mix all of these ingredients together, except for the butter, the pecans, and the cake mix. That comes on later. So what you'll do is we'll go ahead and pour in the cinnamon, go ahead and get out the pumpkin. There we go. Make sure we get a lot out of it. It doesn't look that tasty, but it tastes amazing once it's finished. This cake is really super easy to make, and it tastes really good. So we've got the pumpkin. Go ahead, make sure, I already shook this before I did the top. So you'll just pour in the evaporated milk. But it even says on the top to shake well before you pour it. So there's the evaporated milk. And then the 3 eggs. One, 2, and 3. And then again, make sure you don't get any shells in there. That's not fun. I always like to wash my hands after the eggs, so I don't like them being all ooey and gooey. So there's that. Wash my hands. And after that, after you've got those ingredients, remember, don't mix in the pecans, the cake mix, or the butter yet. So you'll mix all of that together until it becomes just one. It doesn't look like a bunch of things. It just looks like one smooth batter. It's not going to be as thick as cake batter. This isn't a normal cake. So you just mix it all together. Now this is actually a family recipe that my aunt came up with. And she's an excellent cook. She's from Louisiana. And we had this at Thanksgiving one time. And so she put it in the family cookbook. And so I haven't really shared this recipe with anybody. But it tastes really good. It's not an ordinary cake. So you'll mix everything together, just like that. So I'll go ahead and put this here. I'm going to put that to the side. Take this. Then you're going to need some freezer paper. This is parchment paper. It works just as fine. You'll put that right there, and you'll just pour in the batter. Just pour it in there. All right. There you go. Just pour that in there and shake it up to even it out. There you go. And I have my hair up and I have my hands washed so I don't get my hair in it or anything like that. So that's all in there. And then what you do is you're going to take the cake mix, you're gonna open it up. And a lot of people ask me, you don't cook it or anything? Nope, you just sprinkle it right on top of that. So put the whole thing on the top. There you go. And just smooth that over the top of the cake. After you cook it, it's amazing. And while you're doing all of this, you should preheat the oven to 350 degrees. So that way, when you're finished doing this, it'll already be preheated. So, after that, you'll take your pecans and you'll do the same thing. You'll sprinkle it on the top. And then you'll spread them all across. There you go. Now you can see it. Spread it all the way across. There we go. And then you'll take your melted butter. This is what keeps everything together. So after you bake it, it doesn't fall off, all the pecans. Now the pecans are my favorite part. They really bring the whole cake together. Awesome. So once you've done all that, you'll put this in the oven for an hour at 350 degrees. Just make sure in the oven you watch the edges so they don't cook over. So I'll put that to the side. And then after that, you'll take your whipped topping, your sugar, and your cream cheese. You'll put all of that in a bowl. You'll mix it all together, and then you'll put it in the refrigerator. And then that way, when that's finished, after an hour, you'll take the cake out of the oven. You'll flip it upside down, and then you'll just put the icing on top. When you take it out, make sure that the cake cools before you try to flip it over, else it'll fall apart. And the icing won't stick also. So that's it. That's my upside down pumpkin cake.